Hello YouTube, and Wesley here, bringing you something new. I'm doing this for an old clan of mine, Brood War Gamers. Don't know if they're still called that, but yeah. So this is actually an amateur replay. So both players, Ekke here and Fredlig, are silver players in Sweden. So this is the EU replay. Brood War Gamers were having, and now European Starcraft 2 team, they were having a practice thing section, and they wanted me to give advice to some of their replays, and this was one of the replays that War gave me. And yeah, so this game, instead of a commentary, it's more likely gonna be kind of like, what can these two improve on? So Fredlig here, playing pretty standard, putting down the barracks, supply depot against this Protoss, and Protoss just pumping out, chrono boosting the Marines. This map is Xel'Naga Caverns. So note that these are silver players, so this isn't really what you call high level play. Refinery is coming down for Fredlig, so, and also gateway from Ekke, so at least their build orders are pretty good. Pylon coming down pretty early for Ekke. Really shouldn't have put that down that early. Don't see a reason why. At least put down the gas before the pylon. Back at Fredlig's base, barracks coming up, loading up the SUVs into the refinery. Let's see. He should cancel this SUV. Oh, that's bad. There, barracks finish. Really should turn to orbital command right away. Tech lab coming down from Fredlig here as well. Also loading up another SUV. Oh, that's bad. Really should turn to that orbital command. Back at Ekke's base, Forge coming up. Probes getting rallied to the gas with it not being completed. That's not good. That's just idle drone time. I mean, idle probe time. Even though the gas is gonna finish and the probe is gonna go in right away. Second gateway coming up, chrono boosting that first Zella out. Forge is up, no cybernetics core, and Ekke really should not put that pylon so early. Forge, if you're gonna go for the Forge, I would say he's gonna go for a Zealot Rush, upgraded Zealot Rush. Now looking back at Fredlig's base, he is getting Marauders, still no orbital command. Oh, that's so bad. Getting a second gas though, with only one SUV mining. Don't see the point in that. Marine coming now, no upgrades, one Marauder, one Marine. SUV did get the Scout in and see Photon Cannon. Yeah, he did see the cannon. Okay, he's putting down cannons. Finally getting that cybernetics core. Don't really agree with these cannons. If you're gonna make cannons, put them out here for the faster expansion. But though Fredlig is playing really defensive as well, getting a bunker, getting that factory up, and finally getting that orbital command. That's really late. That's really bad. Get that out at ASAP so you can throw down mules, get energy for more. Looking back at Ekke's base, supply blocked. Okay, and wow, getting that orbital command really late and not even using it on a mule right away. Uses it on a scan. He did see the cybernetics core being finished and chrono boosted if he was looking properly. Nothing from the Forge. Only use the Forge for cannons. I really do not agree with that. Also getting more Zealots, no Stalkers whatsoever. Also not agreeing with that either. Or second gas. Back at Fredlig's base, really has very little SUV. He really desperately needs a mule. Getting that second barracks now. Nothing from the factory. Just getting that tech lab, getting that siege mode without getting a siege tank, which is also another thing I do not agree with. Really should get the siege tank out first. Get that siege mode when you have the money. Nothing from that first barracks, but producing another barracks, that's also pretty bad. Really should make sure you can constantly produce from the first barracks before you get that second one. Oh, sorry about that. Pretty early here up in Canada. Another gateway coming up. More zealots. Really need some stalkers. Again with rallying probes to the gas before it finished. Not a good idea. Rally it to the minerals. Move probes from the mineral into the gas when it's done. Third gateway coming up. Warp gate is done, so he does turn it on to warp gate. Still nothing from the forge. These two cannons are being completely wasted. Could have used these 300 minerals on something else, like another gateway. Back at Fredlig's base, getting another getting a starport, producing marine, marauder, and siege tank. Just have one siege tank on the high ground. We're gonna see if he's gonna use this for mule. Come on, mule. We're gonna. And he uses out another scan. This is not. I really do not agree with this. What the Terran doing. Use mule. Don't use scan. Only use scan when it's required. Right now, he knows that his opponent sees that. It knows that he has Zealot stalkers. He should use the SCV to scout this. No need to waste 50 energy on a scan. Use a mule. Mule can get you around 300 minerals, and this is really bad play by Fredlig here. Canceling that expansion just because one probe was harassing this SCV. All he needed to do was use SCV, press the halt button. This keeps the command center away, but you can move the SCV away, or you could just lower the supply depot and move marauders out like what he just did. So that's really bad play by Fredlig there. More siege tank. Cloak coming up. No banshees. Really should get the banshee before cloak again. Getting the unit before the research. Stargate coming up from Ekke here. No upgrades for air. Really should get the expansion. Fredlig does bring a marine and kill this off this probe. Also again, really should move down. Yes, for the stalker first before the probes to defend that natural. Now this command center could have been done if he didn't just cancel it there. So that's again bad by Fredlig's. Not producing from these two this barracks and factory. Really should have done that. That two banshees queued up. Really should cancel that. The banshee bring these two into like these three buildings into like making something instead of queuing more banshees. That's really bad. Never queue this much banshees. Banshees does take a lot of minerals and a time to build, so it's better if you only have one banshee. That's about it, and then use the mineral for the other, and then right before that's complete, queue out another banshee. Never have over 2 banshees queued. Really should use this 50 gas on a mule. Don't. If he uses it on a scan up, he's really sad. Phoenix is coming up from Ekke. That's interesting. And again, scanning. Oh my god. Does he even see? Yes, at least he sees the starport, so that's good. But still. Ouch. Don't use scans. Use mules. It's better. Next is coming down for Ekke. 3 siege tanks on the low ground. Marauders also there. Really should unload this bunker, salvage it, and then rebuild another one at the bottom before you get all 150 minerals back. 2 banshees is out. Third, queuing more up. Really should move out, but these Phoenix are just gonna destroy the banshees. But one thing Ekke is note that he is not scouted at all. Ekke. You need, if you can't get a scout in, get a robotic facility, get observer, get your scout in some way. He does not know that there's banshees coming. He does not have any detections outside of these photon cannons. That is pretty bad. Banshee can go around here and kill a lot of probes. Phoenixes are coming out now for the scouting. Finally, really should have moved out when he had 1 Phoenix just for the quick scout. Turret is there and will take a shot on. Lift this marine. Really do not agree with it. Oh, 1 Phoenix will go down. Yeah. Do not do that. That's really bad. Yeah. Don't left units if they're by a missile turret. And yeah, here's something else really, really bad. Lifting up, using all 3 Phoenix to lift up. You do not have 1 Phoenix left to attack. That's also really bad. Make sure if you only have 3 Phoenixes, lift only 1 at a time. For you need the extra Phoenixes to attack that unit that got lifted. And here comes the Cloak Banshees. Nothing Ekke can do. Fredlig has to make sure he doesn't get anywhere near these cannons, so that's the thing. Right now, Ekke does see this one Banshee really could go in and snipe it with the Stalkers, but now it's out of range and it's just gonna wreak havoc. Like again, if Ekke thought Observer, or at least place some cannons around your mineral line, you would be completely safe. Ekke should have scouted, should have seen the starport, should have seen the Banshee. Yeah, this is just bad from Ekke, but Ekke is doing the correct thing, counterattacking. Though, there is a problem. He has no researches, no upgrades, no blink, no charge. These Stalkers, I don't know how much damage. There are 3 siege tanks. If bad micro by Fredlig, really should let the Marauders take the damage. Really should let the Marines take the damage. God, not the siege tank. Siege tank now sieging up with the Zealots running right in. Phoenixes does lift off. Missile turret take out both Phoenix. 2 siege tanks left. Bunch of Marines. Again, should have unloaded these units, built a bunker at the bottom way earlier. It could have helped out a lot in this battle. Bottom siege tank does go down, and this expansion's in trouble. At the same time, Banshees are just wreaking havoc, killing that Nexus. Ekke really should have warped in some Stalkers, really could kill off these Banshees for they are uncloaked now. And this bunker finally gonna be able to do something this game. But Stalker is gonna walk up, siege tank does come out, and yeah, Fredlig again did poor play there, canceling that command center when it's not necessary. Bunker really should be salvaged, put on the bottom. Continuously producing stuff from buildings instead of queuing them up. And again, Ekke, form some Stalkers, please. They're uncloaked. You don't need anything to see them. Oh my. Ekke has 5 probes mining, that's it. Income tab, yeah, 5 probes mining, that's it. So, by the looks of it, Fredlig does have the key. Though Ekke is moving in with some Zealots, but there is Marauder and a siege tank, and that should be it. Really should unload this bunker. Come on, you can use these units in fighting. They don't have to always be stuck in that bunker. Siege tank also should be firing. Don't siege there. Oh, that's bad. Siege tank can't attack there. It's Zealots. Yeah, the siege tank's being used worthlessly. Do not siege at that position. At least siege up here. If you're gonna be down there, siege tank, attack like what the siege tank is doing. Just attack. No need to siege. No need to siege. Banshee's getting the cloak energy back for cloak, so really should go in there and just wreak havoc. And losing 1 Banshee carelessly, no micro there by Fredlig. Yes, moving Banshees back here, and that should be GG. Yep, not even enough minerals for a probe, so that should be GG. Oh, 1 Void Raid out, but what's that gonna do? What's that gonna do? Seriously? Come on, Ekke. Just GG. I'm just gonna speed this up. Again, like I said, all the things I said, there were mistakes those 2 players could improve on, so hope they do in the future. And we're just gonna watch 1 Void Raid try to win this game. Ekke really should learn when to GG, yeah, like that. Okay.